Good morning, guys. I have some very exciting news. If you guys watched our last video, you saw us dig our trench all the way up from our pump that we had dug down to the house here where we thought the original piping went through the foundation up into the building. So I ripped up the deck. I did all sorts of digging, like 3 or 4 feet deep by hand, and I found nothing. So that video ended on a very low note, but I am excited to say that I found it. Check that out, right? Oh, where is it? Right there. Right there. See that little green box? Hey guys, my name's James.
And I'm Ashley.
3 years ago, we sold our house and we've been traveling across the country ever since.
Hi, I'm Goose. I'm Affleck.
Join us! Somehow, I don't know how, that box got buried by about a foot of dirt. I'm just guessing over the years, since it's near this embankment, that dirt and silt and whatnot just kept flowing over it and over it and over it, and it got buried by about a foot of dirt. So if you look down there, you can see I actually started digging over here by this faucet, this hose bib right here, and then dug down to where that went, followed the direction of that pipe, which led me about 3 feet that way. Now granted, I had to do this all by hand because we have our power lines running right here, so I did not want to hit 240 volts of electricity. So all of this was done by hand, but it's done and I found it. Very excited for that. But before we continue on with that process, I actually want to take advantage of the weather. It's been raining off and on for weeks now since we're getting into fall and winter season. And so we have about 3 days where it's supposed to be very minimal chances of rain, and that's Persephone in the background whining. We now have a puppy. If you guys didn't know, if we didn't announce it yet, I guess we're announcing it now. We have a puppy, super cute little German Shepherd lab mix. Did you want to say hi? Come here, come here, come here, come here. You can say hi. Oh, there she is. This is Persephone. You guys may have already met her, but she is our 4-month-old German Shepherd lab mix, and she is this one's BFF already. Hi, you gonna go potty? Good girl. Okay, all right. Anyways, let me show you what I'm really excited about today. Let's head into the house and I'll show you. So you guys have probably seen this thing in the background of the videos. I've had to move it around and whatnot. But let me tell you about this. This is our free, that is correct, our free cement mixer that I refurbished and got working. Actually, you know what? Let's just jump back in time and I'll show you exactly what happened. All right, guys, I'm in Pops' shop right now because I am trying to fix the free cement mixer that we got, which I am very excited about. It's a really heavy-duty cement mixer, so it should last us years and years. But the electric motor that came with it is a little 1/3 horsepower motor that just burnt out. And I'm guessing it's because it's too small of an electric motor. So I found this bad boy. Oh my gosh. This is a 3/4 horsepower electric motor that I got on Craigslist for 65 bucks. Super good deal. And then I spent another $15 on the pulley because unfortunately the drive shaft on this one is a smaller diameter than the drive shaft on this one, so I couldn't just swap over the pulley like I was originally planning. But all in all, 65 bucks for the motor, 15 for that, we're up to $80. Free cement mixer, which was an amazing deal. I should have a extremely heavy duty, large capacity cement mixer that will last me years for a total of $80. If it all works well. I gotta wire it in. So I think what I'm gonna do here is use this old junction box and this light switch and hook this up via that, so that way we can easily flip it on and off. No, it won't be waterproof, but I don't plan on leaving this out in the rain because I don't think this motor should be left out in the rain anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this a motor that can be left out in the rain? But I'm pretty positive it's not. If any of you guys know anything about motors, let me know, but I think I'm just gonna keep this inside the shop when we're not using it. So this is the power cable that came on the original motor. I went ahead and removed it and stripped the ends of the wire. And then this motor came with these leads already attached to it. So now all we gotta do is hook them up to the switch, put them in the box, and we should be golden. But this is trash.
Dizzy from the way this world is turning, turning.
different from the way our mothers told us. Can't seem to figure out which way is up or down. Can you point me in the right direction now?
Apparently I should have gone with a size bigger on the heat shrink. Well, best intentions, right? I already knew this wasn't going to be waterproof. I was just trying to help seal it up a little bit more using the heat shrink. So when in doubt, good old electrical tape will fix our problem.
We'll make it up as we go now.
True.
We'll shake it up until we figure it all out.
No sparks, that's a good sign.
Might be harder than it seems,
And
but
oh, on and off. You know, I'd say that's like a resounding success. So let's go ahead and seal it up. Man, that thing spins.
everybody's looking for the answer for all the questions they're afraid to ask. Can't seem to pin it down. It's like it can't be found. That picture perfect life we're chasing down. We're all just trying to find our place, but each day could go a million ways. I guess we're all running the same race. We'll make it up as we go now. Go now, let go of every expectation. We're making it up as we go now, go now.
Okay, with all that being said, we now have a fully functional cement mixer, and since it is not supposed to be raining this week, we are going to get that bad boy hooked up, get all of the cement that we've got purchased, bring it up to the north part of the property where we have our well dug, and we're gonna lay our foundation for our pump house. So excited about this. Now granted, I always dreamed that this would be the pump house for our rainwater catch system, so I'm a little bummed about that, but we're getting water one way or the other, so I am very excited.
Daddy.
What happened? Did she get you tied up? What happened? You're not quite used to being on a leash, are you? Yeah, you're not quite used to being on a leash.
I also have it locked so she wouldn't go in there.
All right, you gonna help me load the cement?
Sure, let me tie her up.
I don't think so. Can you lift 60 pounds? Can you lift up your own body weight?
I can lift myself on monkey bars.
Well, maybe we can try it. So one of the things we have to do before we can pour our cement pad for the pump house is I've got to lay some PVC pipe for our electrical conduit to be able to both come into the pump house and then out to the well itself. Because things like our pressure tank and the power for us hooking up an RV receptacle up there will all be inside of the shop, but then we also need a second line going back out to the pump control itself. So what I'm eventually going to be doing is actually putting in a sub panel inside of the pump house itself, and then we'll be running the lines out from that sub panel to those different devices once that's all done. But before we can pull the slab, I got to get this pipe in here so we don't have to drill into the slab later on. Should be pretty simple though. I just need to cut a couple 2-foot pieces just so it comes up plenty far into the house itself. Then we should be good to go.
This road, it takes me home where skies are blue. I walk this road because I know it leads to you. No matter when, no matter what.
Huge shout out to Ashley, who just single-handedly loaded up 10 bags of concrete. Nice job, babe. I'm the on-screen talent. She does the heavy lifting. It works out well that way. Love you, babe. Got everything loaded up. We have water in our container up there because there's no water at the pump. So we got that for mixing with the concrete. I think we got everything we need to do. Now we just need to head up to the north part of the property. so now that I've got the rebar cut, what I'm working on is both tying the rebar together, but also just lifting it up off of the ground so cement can get underneath it, and the rebar is actually in the center of the cement. They sell special little plastic knobs for this, but since I knew I only needed like 4 of them, and I really don't even need to put rebar in this, it's all just to be better safe than sorry, I'm using these little metal L brackets, which will lift them up about an inch or 2, which should be perfect for what we're doing here. Nothing too fancy, just getting it tied together so cement can get underneath. There we go. Now let's put in our pipe.
Off the road.
And of course, the rain that wasn't supposed to happen today or tomorrow morning is happening. So if it doesn't hold off, I don't know what we're gonna do. I guess just get it done real quick and then cover the cement. All right, guys, so we got all the conduit and the plumbing all set up in here. So we have our water line coming or going to the house, and this is the water line that's going to run to the pump, which is over there, both coming underground there. This is for our big 70 or 80 amp line, which is 2 gauge aluminum coming in from the house from the breaker, and this is for our 10-2 power that's going to run back to there. Probably could have ran both power cables in the same conduit. I just didn't want to fight it, so this will make life a lot easier. And then I can obviously trim these up once we get the foundation put in. I just wanted to have more than enough space. And man, this 1-inch PEX, this is a pain in the butt to uncoil when it's cold. So I'm hoping if it's out here in the sun on a warmer day, it'll be easier to lay out in here, because I don't know how we're going to do it in the future. I'm super afraid of kinking it and ruining it. Anyways, we're running out of time because I actually have a dentist appointment where I need to go get a crown put in on my tooth, and the rain is coming, so we're trying to get this done and get this covered here in the next hour. All right, the next challenge that we have here today is the cement mixer. I have not checked to see how much wattage this used, but I'm hoping the inverter on the truck has enough wattage to run this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get like another 200 feet of extension cable or something like that to get power up here. Oh, I guess we could bust out the little tiny generator that we haven't used in forever.
Wow, what?
Look at this woman. She's just full of smart ideas. But first, we're gonna try the truck. All right, moment of truth. Fingers crossed. Dang it!
Nerds!
You positive it's plugged in?
Yes.
All right, let's try. All right, one more issue. We got to bring up the generator. All right, good news, guys. 3rd time's the charm. The generator is working to get the cement mixer going, but now we got to get about 600 pounds of cement in there. So, you know, it'll be fun.
Need water.
You know, actually, I think I have something I gotta do. I will be back in like 10-15 minutes.
COVID mask to the rescue. Oh, come on. Yeah, we got water. Woo! This is why we got the mask. So we're gonna start here, and basically we're scraping along the top
Yeah.
to flush it out. Literally gashed myself a little bit there, but you know, no pain, no gain. Not bad.
Daddy hand. Should I do the other hand so they're
Right, no, I do right hand, I think. All rights. You're up next.
here?
That looks good.
Or should I do it lower?
No, away from the wall. There you go.
Stay right there.
Perfect. Who's next? I think the next oldest is. And then the next oldest, and then the youngest. So right hand,
Just get your fingers.
straight in.
Right here?
Yep. Go ahead, there you go. Push it in. Fingers down too. Okay. Good, that's a good one. Nice.
Yeah.
High five. No, with the dirty hand. All right, Mom, you need to help her.
Okay.
Oh, just pretend that wasn't there.
Do you want to do yours again now since Steffi can do it?
Nice job.
Good girl, Steph. Okay, 3, 2, push it
Oh,
down.
here we go.
Push.
Good job.
Good job.
You push your finger.
Good job, Mav.
There we go.
Good job. All right, pull it up and we can clean it up a little.
There we go.
Gonna clean that up.
Yay! You have a hand, Mav.
All right, there it is.
Kinda.
Good job. High five, you did it. Weakest high five ever.
Okay.
All right, there it is, guys.
All right, let's go.
Our first cement poured, and it's marked 2020, the year the world fell apart and we built the house.
Second chances, stealing glances, I did it wrong. Shouting matches, we've been through some real rough patches. I know that it's true. But there's still more left to do. Cause I feel a change coming, like a clean rain pouring down on me.
There's probably like 300 or 400 feet of pipe between here and the old well house, which was all full of water, that's now coming out and filling up my hole. So hopefully it stops fairly soon, but as you can see, it's coming out at a pretty good rate. Although it's starting to slow down a little, so I think we'll be good,
How
yeah?
deep is it?
How deep is what?
Your hole.
The puddle? Oh, it's only a few inches deep of water right there. What do you think, Persephone? What do you think? Yeah?
She says, what are you guys doing?
Cause I feel a change coming, like a clean rain pouring down on me. Yeah, I feel a change coming, like a clean rain pouring down on me.
So if you guys haven't figured out, this is my process. I measured the first run all the way up to the pump house, and now I've got about 175 feet or so that I'm just gotta make 4 matching runs of, because the cable is just a single wire that's 2 gauge aluminum. So we're running 2 of them for the hot lines, 1 for the neutral, and then 1 for the ground. So I got to get 4 runs of this, and then I'm just gonna tape them together every 6 feet or so, and obviously label the different ones. Like this one's already labeled for neutral, and I'll do green for the ground, and I'll leave the hots as black.
Cause I feel a change coming, like a clean rain pouring down on me. Yeah, I feel a change coming, like a clean rain pouring down on me.
So all of these are just being connected with the PEX clamps, and this little device is designed to clamp these down. So you can see it goes from being this kind of big flat thing to more of a squished squeeze down, and that's what clamps those on. Pretty simple, yet ingenious little devices. Makes plumbing far easier than having to deal with soldering copper. And it's got this cool little indicator light, so you know when you're done squeezing. Because I would think I'm done now, but I'm not yet. There we go. Boom. So now that we have our 1-inch PEX running all the way from the pump house down to here, I can install this little Jenga piece that I was just putting together, which is actually a Y diverter, so that way we have one line running into the house and one line feeding the exterior bibs. And now that that's completed, we can move on to the next step. Alright guys, I am so excited right now, you guys, because as you can see, our trench is dug. Ashley was a beast. She dug about 40 feet of trench pretty much by herself, as you guys saw in that time lapse. So huge props to Ashley. But between her and I, we got this like 70-foot stretch dug completely by hand because we just couldn't get the tractor back here. And as I've said, I don't know how many times, we're trying to do this whole project on a budget, so we just didn't want to drop the $200, $300 it is to rent a trencher for the day. So now that we got this all done, you can see I've got my lines already down there and I've got my pipe laid in. So it's time to fill it in. That feels so good to say.
So now that we have our pump house foundation poured, our 175-foot trench dug, all our power lines and water lines running from the shop to the pump house, I am so excited that we are just a few steps away from having our own water. And now as the weather changes and the leaves fall, it's one of my favorite times of the year, and it's also exciting to see how much we've accomplished. I mean, I know we have a long way to go, but it's nice to stop every once in a while and take pride in the little things that you've done. So I guess I'll leave you with this. Remember guys, stay positive. Life is an adventure, so get out there and make some memories.